The Canadian police.
Okay, we're good?
Publishing
All right,
issues.
we're back.
All right, guys.
Gregg is taking care of some technical issues, and he'll be back with us in just 2 minutes.
Yes. So, guys,
Here's the winner of the...
we just drew another winner, and you have won a 1-year subscription to Drum Channel, and the winner is Karen Newell.
Woo!
Karen, congratulations,
Yay.
Karen.
Excellent.
You are a winner.
And if you already are a member, you'll get an extra year at no charge. No
Exactly.
problem there. And speaking of which, if you're not a member, what do we have to say about that?
That's just wrong.
I think
It's wrong.
I think we could have a boo.
Yeah, oh, we,
Boo, I said boo on there.
If you're not a,
Here we
if you're
go.
not- if
I
you're
think
not a member,
if you're not a member,
okay, you should join. The annual subscription is $197. That wouldn't even get you into the Taylor Swift parking lot.
no, you couldn't even get a Starbucks across the street from the SoFi Arena tonight for the Taylor Swift concert
No.
with $197.
No.
No.
So, yes, take advantage of everything we do have here on Drum Channel. Please do sign up because we need your support, and we got a lot of big surprises coming up for you guys later in the year and the next couple of months also. So fun stuff coming down the road.
Yes.
Where we left off before we had that minor technical issue there was with Addison. We talked about her playing. Next we have Marlissa and Aurora, and they were close to the top 10. Was really interesting because in judging like Terry did, where it was like just listening to the audio mostly, because we were judging you on your performance, not on the video or just the audio performance. Musically what you were playing was confusing at the beginning because it was 2 drummers, was the only submission we had. So the one drummer sounded like he was doing some really unbelievable things, but when you actually see them and see them separated, I took about a minute of their audition and I wanted to play it for you because individually they really play well. So let's play that for a minute. Marlissa and Aurora.
Yeah, that was great.
Right.
Lots of action. Very good.
Yeah, you got a hooray from Gregg there. Chad, what did you think hearing that? And I'll go to Terry next.
I like the spirit of it. You know, it was. At first, I was like, "Oh, this is almost like New Orleans-y kind of bound down, or Bo Diddley kind of patterns." Then it almost became like a more marching, like parade kind of rudimental vibe to it. It sounded good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the spirit of it. It was very lively.
Yeah.
Yes, congratulations. Terry, could you hear that? Do you have some comments?
Yeah, was there a stutter in that one too, Chad?
Not as bad as the last one, but
Right, but
yeah.
there was one, right? Because other than that, I thought that was the strongest groove I've heard all morning. Yeah, I loved it. And I don't know what they were saying. Was it Boca, like Boca Raton, or was it Polka, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
I liked
Thomas.
Yes, I thought it was great. Lots of passion in their playing. Rare to see 2 drummers like that. I think it was the only submission with 2 drummers playing. I thought it was great, and especially the one girl, that did the little solo with like the triplets. It's great spirit, lots of great energy. It's powerful playing. I really enjoyed that. It's very cool.
And they complemented each other.
Yeah.
One was more theatrical and more almost like Tommy Lee,
Yeah.
where the other one was more kind of contained and more, precise with the snare rolls. And
Yeah.
they were both fantastic.
Yeah.
A lot of chops.
A lot of chops.
chops. It was
They
great.
complemented each other
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
Hope you're drum channel members, because there's a lot of good lessons on there that I think they could learn from musically as they continue there. I mean, they've got a huge head start for sure.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
ready to go.
May I interrupt real quick? We had a little technical glitch here, and I want to again announce the two winners from earlier in case you missed it because we were out briefly. So the winner of the Sabian cymbal again is Po Yi Pan. I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing this correctly. Congratulations again. And the winner of the annual subscription for Drum Channel is Karen Newell. Exactly. Thank you, Gregg.
You're very welcome, Tom.
Sorry, Don.
No, I'm glad you did that again for
Yeah.
sure. This falls into the category of Valiant, I think. And we actually have some stories going back. You guys might have told one too, or maybe I heard it from one of you guys, where you had to play even though you had a broken arm or you had your arm in
yeah.
a sling. I know there's the Buddy Rich story
It's a
of
Buddy
that.
Rich story, absolutely.
Do you remember that one?
I do. I
Tell.
remember watching Buddy play. He had a broken left arm,
Yeah.
and he played with his big band and wrote everything with the ride and caught the figures. Mostly, bass drum behind, bala for sale, bass drum and crash cymbals. It was valiant. That's a good word. Valiant.
Have you ever had a situation where you've been?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I think even once on Drum Channel, I had a broken thumb.
Oh,
Okay.
It was a golf accident. Somebody hit the ball and hit my thumb with the ball from 8 feet away.
Wait a minute. I've seen you play golf.
Yeah.
I think.
I know.
not big in
I
Austria.
think that the entire experience is an accident. I think.
That's very
As
true.
great as he is a drummer, we
How
did.
many Austrians have won the World Open?
I
US
think the
Open?
number is exactly
We
zero.
did this video. When you come back, we'll play your golf drum channel video.
No, don't do it. Don't ever show that again.
The end of it was going to be him hitting at about a 5-footer and having it go in the hole.
No, the golf wasn't so bad. It was the baseball that was so bad.
the baseball was
baseball.
bad. Yeah.
You don't
I'm
want to
not.
see me.
I'm no Gregg Bissonette.
Well, you don't want to see me ski in the Austrian Alps. And
I'd love to see that.
The Kitzsteinhorn.
Yeah. Well, but anyway, I did play with a broken thumb. Not only that time on Drum Channel, because we did a thing with Nick Rich at the time.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think maybe Terry was there too. We were jamming and stuff. But I had a splint and cast on and my whole
You
thumb.
killed it.
I killed it. Totally nailed it.
Yeah.
Terry,
No, I let Terry do all the work.
Yeah,
I
it
just
was-
kept time on the cowbell with the right hand.
and we all said, more cowbell, right?
More cowbell.
There you go.
Terry, have you had experiences where you've just been crazy sick or wouldn't normally be able to play and had to get out there and do it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, for some reason, when I'm sick with a cold, it's almost like you've given up before you started, and then you have no expectations, and so you even play better.
Right.
Then
Wow.
when you can't play is where there's some serious stomach problems, or if my back goes out, which that has happened. And, like 15 minutes before. Actually, I was late. It was 15 minutes after all the people were supposed to come in. They were standing out in the front, and I went to tweak a mic, and my back went out, and that was that.
Oh,
Yeah, call the ambulance.
yeah, that's the
Back
worst.
pain. We've all had that, boy.
And if
Yeah.
you people are not familiar with Terry's drum set, which I would assume most of you are, definitely come on to Drum Channel and see a lot of what he's done with the art of drumming. But also, Terry will be back in the country from Japan coming up in September and is going to be playing. So check out what his schedule is going to be, because you've never seen anything like it. I think I can easily say that amongst everybody, right?
Absolutely.
No
Of course.
question about
Absolutely.
it.
Completely
so-
inspirational.
Without
One of
any
a kind.
qualifications there, you've never seen anything like that.
No.
Well, just getting your set up is a dangerous operation by itself. So,
It is, yeah.
Chad, have you been in a situation where you would not normally think you had to go out? I mean, here you are subbing for Steve Gadd, going out with James Taylor. What happens if you've got a fever one night?
More
you just
confident.
have
More
to.
confident. I got a fever.
Some nights you wonder how good is the drum tech as a drummer.
Right.
You know. I know some tours where they hire really good drummers as drum techs for that reason. But no, I mean you. I've never missed a gig. At least on tour, if it's something locally in LA, if you get really sick, of course, you can call one of my friends like Thomas or Gregg or Terry when he's here. But no, sometimes you just have to man up and,
Yeah.
get through it. It's not
Mind over
fun.
matter.
My whole goal always on the road is to stay healthy,
Yeah.
not get sick. That's like the number one. You're looking at the 30 dates, the 40 dates that you got.
Yeah.
It's no fun being sick.
The good thing about subbing for Steve Gadd with James Taylor is, worst case scenario, James Taylor's a pretty good guitar player and has done a lot of solo gigs, right? And you got Jimmy Johnson there holding down the fort.
Yeah, I mean, what that band, their time is. I can stop and it just still keeps on grooving.
Yeah, yeah. No
It
kidding.
doesn't move.
No
The
kidding.
tempo doesn't move. It's just a dream.
Check out this took, as you've all explained, some nerve, because here is somebody who didn't have to send in an audition, didn't have to get into the contest, probably thought, well, I'll just give it a try, and he not only did that. Joe, I won't say any more. Listen to him. You'll be hearing him. We'll be hearing him and watching him. This is Adam.
Wow.
Yes,
Pretty
Adam.
wild, huh?
Left arm in a cast, man.
Yes.
So-
I want to know what happened, Adam.
Yeah, I do too.
I
Yeah.
like the neon green cast you've got there. Very, very cool look. And amazing job doing this one-handed, of course. Great use of the double kick to fill all the spaces and gives you a little more time to move around on top there.
Yeah.
Excellent work. Very impressive.
Unless
Yes.
this was a gimmick and he really wanted to play.
Ah, you
He
tried
had
to
the arm
play
in a
us.
cast, but he's playing just to get a little bit of a sympathy.
You want the sympathy vote,
Now
don't
let's
you?
see. Is it real?
Is it working?
No, it's definitely broken. We know
No,
it's broken.
it looked like a real cast.
It was a cast. It was
If you happen to be watching, get into the chat and tell us how you broke your arm.
Tell us how
that
you
way,
broke your arm.
Exactly
that
what
way,
happened.
that way we'll know right away. You guys just heard it, but really quickly, it was pretty amazing. Would you even have known that he had one hand?
No.
Yeah.
So there's the acknowledgement right there. And he was up and if it wasn't into, he was close to the top 20, just judging him on playing. So sometimes when you have two hands, you tend to overplay.
right.
This way he's kind of eliminating that. But I wonder, I've never thought about this, but what do you think? Terry, what do you think of the idea of a part of a practice routine doing it with one hand? And Chad, do you guys, all of you, do you see any advantage of maybe trying that as part of a practice routine for a few minutes?
I've seen
probably
drummers
wrong
use
about
kind of one-handed things as consistency. Even some classical drummers in the symphony, they'll sometimes play with one hand to get the exact dynamic,
Right.
or succession of flams, only right-hand way or only left-hand way, so they really sound the same rather than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't really done that, as far as just taking a limb away and.
I've done it. mainly for show reasons.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Well,
you can go,
yeah.
you know, you can twirl a stick here and go blah, 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 do all this other stuff. Yeah, so
Right.
you do that.
Travis Barker too, right? You and
Right,
Travis.
of course. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one, yeah.
And it is great exercise just to practice with one hand. I do that frequently.
Yeah.
And just one hand around the kit, just for motions, mechanics and stuff, just one. And then the other hand, and then put them together in unison and then alternating so you really know what you're doing with each limb individually. It's great practice.
So not only do you win the award for having the most guts to get into a contest with one arm, but stimulating everybody to come up with a new way they might be able to try a few things out there too.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yes.
wanted
Great
to-
job, Adam.
Wanted to pick a young drummer
Okay.
and show you just a little bit of this clip, but it's so encouraging. We could get into a long discussion, which we'll do in another show, about the internet and viewing and ways drummers around the world are starting to be able to engage with other communities, and you know, the world is becoming so small rhythmically, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. Let's look at this. It's a young drummer that I thought was really impressive. We'll look at the video for a few minutes. I think G is the way you would say her name. It's X and I.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Incredible.
I believe she's 11 years old, but
Wow.
just
Wow.
just listening to that, what do you think, Chad?
She sounds solid. I mean, for 11,
Yeah.
that's very, very impressive.
Yes.
Terry, you could hear that also?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not hearing these clips very well, but you can tell. And this is the same girl that I interviewed.
No, this was
a
no.
different girl.
This is somebody new that we've never nothing to do with
okay.
winners of previous contests. No.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm always impressed by these kids that just do this thing.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, what can you say? You know, like when you see a little kid doing something well, it's just like a beautiful experience. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very confident. Sounded
Yeah.
really solid and confident.
And it's
Really
interesting
great.
when you see the younger drummers, even the 7, 8, 9, 10, their confidence level is, they're not intimidated.
No.
They're just, the reason they did it is because it's fun in the first place. I love the line Nandy gave when you did the show with her and Chad
Chad
Smith.
Smith,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. When we recently posted a little bit of that, got 4 million views really quick. But she said that one of the things that inspired her to play drums was Ringo Starr, which
The joy that he has.
you have the same thing. But so normally it would be like, I want to play drums in the band like that. But they said, what is it you liked about seeing him play? And she simply said, because he was so happy. So if she saw a happy plumber, she probably wanted to be a plumber.
Yeah.
But she you know, she's a great young drummer. Not that young anymore. She's getting up there a little bit. But
She's 35 now.
but being happy, yeah, exactly. Being happy with what you're doing is why I guess you guys call it playing drums. Playing.
Yeah.
Play drums. Have
All right,
fun.
we're going to get down to it right now and get into the winners. But let me tell you, all of the notable videos that we played today are going to be the feedback section of Drum Channel. So you'll be getting individual feedback in more detail, and everybody who joined will eventually be getting feedback also. So hopefully the experience of getting into the contest is going to make you a better drummer. And we'll do more of these, and we'll probably break them into age groups next time. So again, it's an audition, so you know, we'll have a prize, so it'll be kind of fun, but think of it more as a is an audition you can't possibly lose. You know, you're going to be in a group of maybe 100 people going for the same gig. Also interesting to bring up that when you are auditioning for a gig, you're probably not auditioning for the other drummer in the band. There's a reason why you're auditioning for that gig, because they're looking for a drummer. So the information you'll get from these great drummers is going to be able to inform you more about what the band really needs, because they're the ones that have got the gigs before, and they know what they did in order to get to the point of getting that gig.
Or losing the gig.
Or losing
How
the
they
gig.
lost the gig.
So maybe we could do another whole show on that, right?
Number one rule, drummers, don't complain about everything, because then nobody wants to hear you complaining. They want people that are grateful and happy and thankful that they're playing drums on a gig. And so many people I know have been launched because they're just complaining all the time.
Oh,
right?
really?
Who needs that?
Yeah.
They were
Well,
great.
again, I think
Sorry, Chad.
I think you're absolutely right, because the show is 2.5 hours. If you're on a bus, the rest of the day is like you become a family, and you know, has all those dynamics. So
Don't be like
it's really important.
Don't be like Nigel Tufnell in Spinal Tap. I fold this bread and it's half a piece of how much? What do I do with this? Just
And
eat
stay
the
away
sandwich.
from tragic gardening accidents.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So we're getting down to it now.
We're down to the winners of the Drum Channel Roland contest, and I want to thank Roland so much for being a partner with us again and donating the first place prize, which we'll get to. We're going to try something technical and see if this works. You don't know if you've won or not, but we're going to be calling the third, second, and first place winners. If they happen to be there, they'll answer. Here's the winner number 3. Who is going to be winning a DW 5000 single pedal, bass drum pedal. If your phone's ringing right now, we're calling you. If not, I'll introduce you and say who you are, and at the same time play your video. Let's see if the phone is answered. You can hear it ringing.
It's ringing.
Pizza Hut, can I help you?
Exactly.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, David.
Hey.
How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
David, would you just mind muting your laptop or whatever you're watching the stream on, please?
Hello.
Yes.
I'm good.
David, can you hear us?
Okay. All right.
David is from Nigeria. I think he's in the U.S., however.
Okay, can you hear me now?
There you go.
There you
That's
go.
Yes,
better.
we can hear you now.
Where are you, David? Where are you at?
Well, I'm in Baltimore, Maryland.
Where are you?
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Okay.
Baltimore,
Congratulations on your first place Oreos. Baseball.
Yes, baseball. So, David, thank you for your video submission. We all enjoyed watching it very much. Such great energy.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Thomas.
Of course, and of course we know you from the streams and from being a part of what we do and always tuning in. So thank you very much for your video, and you are the third runner-up, or the runner-up, third winner of our contest. Congratulations!
Oh, thank you very much. I'm honored.
Got it.
I'm
got
very,
it.
very honored.
And we hope you can make it here to California. If in Baltimore, maybe you can, come visit us sometime. That would be
Oh,
wonderful.
I will
California.
certainly come. I will certainly come.
Yes. And Don will give you the golden key to the DW factory, and you can take anything home you like.
The
Anything.
Neil Peart replica kit.
Moving right along.
No, but you won a kick drum pedal, so that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to
Oh,
go.
thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you
Thomas.
so much. We'll be in touch to get all the information we need.
Yes.
Let's play a little bit of David's video
Yeah,
here, so
we'll
you can
play
check
your
out
video.
what he did, and then we'll comment on that too.
Exactly.
Here's David.
Boom,
Yeah. Beautiful.
Wonderful. Amazing job, David. Really great.
Really great.
We're big fans here. We've seen many of your videos, and it's really fun. Great playing, really interesting interpretation, really cool left foot stuff, double kick stuff. Fast chops around the kit. It was great. Good time, accuracy, everything was great.
Yeah.
Dynamics were nice.
Great drum sound. Boy,
Yes, very
really.
nice.
I don't know how it was for Terry and Chad, but here it was
What do you guys
crystal
think?
clear.
Yeah, well, Terry, go ahead. Yeah.
You go first, Chad.
No, it sounded great. I mean, it's doing some very hard technical things, but it all grooved,
Yeah.
and it was all in time. I mean, all those sixes and but it
right in time.
didn't leave the pocket,
Yeah.
and that's not easy to do. So a band would love you.
Yeah.
Right.
Just it's all right,
Exactly.
And I dug the interesting. I remember the left foot wood block kind of things he was playing.
Yeah.
Percussion stuff with the left foot, that was very cool as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but great time, great groove. Played very musically and innovative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got to tell you, the difference between
and
the
those-
third, second, and first place was minuscule. It was only a matter of 1 or 2 points. There was virtually a tie between first and second, which Terry came in and everybody rejudged again, so we would take a look at those a closer time. But really, they're all almost first place winners, but we had to divide it up, just by looking at the actual way that we judged and gave each one a certain number of points in each individual category. But Terry, check out this one too. This is going to be number 2, and we'll make a phone call right now. This is second place.
Okay.
And what the second place winner is, the winner for second place, they're going to win a DW Black Satin over brass snare drum.
Woo!
$5.99.
Nice.
Let's see if we get them on the
Okay.
phone.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah?
Hello.
Is
Johannes.
this Johannes?
Yeah?
Okay, now
Congratulations.
we have to give a little bit of a disclaimer
What?
here, because
Thank you.
Johannes came in second, and he has taken some lessons from Thomas. So we didn't count Thomas's vote into this, but the other 3 clearly put him into second place. So
Congratulations, Johannes.
Congratulations.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
You won a nickel over brass DW snare drum.
Oh,
It's
that's
only a
amazing.
4-inch one.
Thank
It's
you.
tiny.
Wow.
For your
Thank
keychain.
you.
Yeah, it's only exactly for your keychain. No, it's a proper, 14 by 6.5 nickel over brass. Congratulations. We're all very proud of you. I'm extremely proud of you because, of course, we know each other, but I was completely unbiased.
We all
in
love
my
you,
vote.
even though Thomas didn't vote. We all
Yes,
loved you.
They
Yeah.
didn't make my vote count.
That's right.
Just to be safe. So, your win is well deserved.
Yes.
Everybody
Wow,
loved your video.
thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
So let's
You're
listen.
very welcome.
Let's listen to a little bit of your submission video. And again, all of these videos will be played on Drum Channel. You can see them starting tomorrow. All the notable ones, we'll play the full in our feedback section, and these will be played in our drum jams and solos section too. So because of our time constraints, let's play a little bit of that though and check it out.
Yes.
Yes.
Man, oh,
Johannes.
man, man.
Beautiful groove.
Terry, what did you think hearing that? Of course, the Drum Channel theme song is an impression that we can't get out of our minds, but Terry.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm just listening to it as a guy who doesn't listen to or who never heard that Drum Channel theme song. It grooved, and he's very good. And there's a little solo at the end. And really, all three of these guys who are in the top three, it's really a toss-up.
Right.
It's really a toss-up. They're all really, really great, and it's a hard decision, to make. For me, well, I'll save my next comment for later. I don't want to, whatever.
Okay, we're down to
spoiler alert.
We're down to the first place winner here.
Wow. Okay, excitement.
Right.
Excitement.
And what
this is the big winner.
Yeah, and they're going to be getting the Roland TD17 KV2 V drum kit, the complete drum kit, plus a 1-year subscription to Roland Cloud, which if you're out there and you have any electronics or you are going to be anticipating getting some, join Roland Cloud right now, because that's going to give you the entrance that'll open up the door to your world of percussion with e-drums. And there's a whole bunch of things happening in that world and drummers' lives, which you want to be a part of, no question about that. So let's take a look at calling the first place winner. Let's see, this is going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can pull this one off. Okay, listen up, everybody. If your phone's ringing somewhere in the world.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, hello, is this Roberto?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, is this Roberto?
Roberto.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm Roberto. Hello. Nice to meet you, masters.
Where are you?
To me.
Where are you?
I'm in Italy. It's 3 a.m. and I'm following the live show.
Ah.
Oh. Wow.
Auguri, Roberto, auguri.
Yeah. Grazie maestro.
Che bravo ragazzo.
Sí.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You are a winner.
First place winner.
First place.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And we all loved your video. It's super fun. It was a close call, the top three, but you were voted the clear winner, and we're very excited. And congratulations.
Come to America at some point.
Thank you.
Come out here and come and visit us here in California and get on with Thomas on one of the shows.
Yes. Next time you're planning a vacation, come to California, okay?
Yeah, of course, I will. I mean, last time I was there, it was at NAMM show in 2019. But yeah, I am planning to come there maybe in close future. Yeah, for sure.
Well, Terry Bozzio and Don Lombardi will take you up for some great Italian food.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, for sure.
So what time is it there for you in Italy?
What?
3
Sorry.
a.m.
What time is
3
it
a.m.
there now for you?
It's 4 in the morning. 4 a.m.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
I can't. You won again for being the person who probably stayed up the latest.
Well, thank you for sticking around
Thank
and
you.
staying up so late
Yeah.
for us.
And congratulations.
Yeah, it's my great pleasure. If I can say, I just wanted to say that because there are Terry Bozzio and Chad Wackerman, that's Alan Holsworth and Frank Zappa are my mostly main musical influences, and so it's a really huge honor for
Thank
me
you.
to have been selected by all of you.
Yes.
So yeah.
Terry
Boy,
and
did a
Chad,
great
do you want
job.
to say something to Roberto?
Oh, just
Oh,
fantastic
thank you,
job.
Thank you. Right 2 days ago, there was a concert of Peter Eskin, and I met with Alan Pasqua. He was
beautiful.
playing on piano, and so it was very.
Beautiful.
It wasn't Dennis Chambers just at that festival too?
And not in Italy. I just went to go to see Peter Erskine, and Alan Pasqua was on
okay.
piano. So
Oh, okay.
he just spoke me about the experience. He recorded the album with Tony Williams and Alan Oswald. It was amazing to
Yeah.
listen his
Yes.
experiences by him.
Beautiful. Well, Roberto,
the
you
best.
sounded really fantastic.
We look forward to having
Thank
you out, and
thank
we're
you.
going to play a
It
little
means
bit
a
of.
lot to me. Thank you.
Yes.
We're going to play a little bit of your of your submission so everybody can check it out right now.
Ciao, Kumpa.
Ciao.
Ciao,
Congratulations.
Roberto. Auguri.
Here's Roberto. You guys remember him. What would you have to say, Terry?
For me, I think the thing that well, first of all, the whole package was nice. You know, I really liked the music. I liked the vamp that he was just soloing over. And then there's a Latinish influence that he has in his playing that really has the, you know, he knows the difference between on the beat and off the beat at any subdivision that he's playing in. And I think that's an important thing, you know, to know as a drummer. And so that's pretty much what put me over the top on Roberto. I felt he was, you know, as a personal taste, that was the thing that did it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chad, your remembrance. You heard him this time, and I know you saw it when you chose him.
Oh yeah, it's super impressive. But again, for me, what impressed me first was he could groove.
Right.
Number one, because I mean, if you just had that superhuman ability of that technical stuff that he does without the groove, it wouldn't hit me. But he does have the groove, and when he started going into like hyperdrive, it was the thing just completely took off to another planet.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
But the time didn't suffer.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah.
It was on, and he made those, like you say, the vamp, those hidden ba ba two. You know, it was always solid, even when he was doing all the fast stuff. So it's totally valid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
that's
very, very impressive. But because it started with music, and then it just grew into this whole other thing. It was just super impressive. Yeah.
He started with
Great job. Congratulations.
I couldn't agree more with what Terry and Chad both just said. He started with music. He started playing, and you didn't know that Roberto had the passionate musical chops that he had. They weren't just chops to be chops. They were passionate musical chops that were subdividing and playing displacement things. But he always, bop, bop, he always came in right on the money. But he started playing a groove that was fat and deep and in the pocket. And then, after he'd established that, then he went out. He went to Mars.
Yeah.
But he didn't just start by going,
Yeah.
he started with passionate groove and then musically took it out.
Absolutely. I thought it was a really great build-up in his solo. Just like you guys said, it was great groove. It felt great. And, you know, he sounded like a really great musical, very confident drummer until the solo started. And then once he went into the, like, you know, the doubles with the kick drum and the interesting displacement with the snare, kind of soft, building it up, but kind of fast, you know, 30-second notes, kind of subdivisions, but syncopated. It was really cool. You could feel there, something's about to happen, you know, because when somebody plays that kind of stuff so well and precise and so much in time and with a great feel, then you know there's a lot more where that came from, because that's a great opener for a solo, kind of low, subdued, and building tension, you know, and then building up, involving more toms and stuff, and then there was the super fast right hand over the three toms. You know, Gregg and I were going, and you're just going,
what? It was like the Roadrunner in Coyote. You know, the Roadrunner goes off the cliff for a second. You go, oh no, he's going to fall down the canyon. But he goes right back.
Yeah.
Bop, bop.
And then the kicks always, you know, really nailed them. So yeah, really great. I thought it was great performance altogether. Clearly somebody who's very well educated in music, and of course took inspiration from guys like you, and you know, incredible musicians like, you know, Alan Holdsworth and so forth. So clearly somebody who's really interested in great music and complex music, and has played that kind of music a bunch. You can tell, and not just alone at home, but with bands. I mean, he sounds like somebody who's working, you know, to me. So
And
really,
you could hear some Alan Holdsworth road games and some secrets in there.
Right.
You know, stuff like that
Yeah.
that he was talking about, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
how much he loves Terry and Chad so
Exactly.
much. You could hear the influence. And like Terry said, kind of Latin-y, you know, just real aggressive, passionate, but always knowing where the groove was.
beautiful.
There was a build-up to that. We played about the last 3 minutes, because the track went on, I think, for almost 5 minutes. But,
Yes, exactly.
But when you look at the whole thing, go on to Drum Channel in our solos and jams, you'll see the entire piece.
Yeah.
And it blew me away at the beginning. Those bass drum patterns he was doing was with a single pedal.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't use double pedal to the end of the solo.
Yeah.
And that was like, you know, he was using his foot as another hand,
Yeah.
which was amazing.
Very nice job, Roberto.
Yeah.
Roberto, congratulations. You're-
Congratulations.
Yeah,
You have to come to California to pick up your prize.
Yes, you're new to us, and glad to have you on board.
And
on
bring
Drum Channel.
some delicious
Cannolis.
aceto, yes, Modena, and some cannoli and pizzas, originals, and some bufala for me, please,
Yeah.
and some Parmesan,
Parmesan.
and some ham.
I just wanted to say one thing. The top three guys all had a beautiful groove. Each one, you know, there was no flaws.
Yes.
You know, from well, who was the guy in Baltimore?
Drummunica David is his name.
David, right? David. I mean, his note placement was perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just gorgeous. And then, you know, your student was incredible, and Roberto was
Johannes.
incredible, and it was just, you know, how do you choose between those three guys, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, not to take anything away from Roberto, we chose him, right? But all three of those, you know, music is not really a competition.
No,
it's
right.
a personal expression, you know, and it's a thing of beauty that, like different flowers in a garden, you know, you may like the purple one day or at a certain time of day, and the red one at another time of day. So, you know, God bless all of you guys.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're all winners.
You're all winners.
Very impressed.
And
Exactly.
again,
Well
you're
said.
all winners. If you didn't win, get into the feedback section of the Drum Channel, where we'll post your videos and get more in-depth comments individually about each one of your performances, because that's the way we're here as much as we can to teach you how to play drums. And I'm so excited about the show today because what you people brought, I hope you've all learned something. I know you have. Even if you've won, you've learned something.
Right.
And if you haven't, you've learned why those guys got the gig in the band as part of the audition. And that'll hopefully encourage you to take your playing to the next level. And in getting your playing to the next level, we've got everything it takes for you to get there. I mean, the courses that these gentlemen have on Drum Channel will take you from wherever you're at to wherever you want to go. Takes practice. I mean, that's the, there's no shortcuts. We got to admit that right now. But if you practice and you practice the right way, you're going to get where you want to get a lot faster, no question. Chad, have a great tour out there. Look forward to getting you and Terry and Thomas and Greg together here in person when you get back.
Absolutely, yep. That'll be great.
Yes.
Excellent.
Look forward to that, for sure.
Terry,
Have
you
fun
have
out there.
Terry, you have a good morning actually in Japan.
Yeah, it's coming up on 11:19 in the morning here.
Okay.
So,
So
Just
you're
up
gonna
a
be
little
here.
early.
You're gonna be back soon, right, Terry?
yeah, I'm coming back September 1st. So
Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys.
We're
Lots of
keeping
good-
your
lots of
drum
good plans,
throne
sir.
warm over here. In the other room.
Thank you. Actually, put some ice on the damn thing.
Okay.
And we'll check back on Drum Channel for our next live show, which will be coming up. We know we're going to be back live, not tomorrow morning, by the way, because it was a 10, 12-hour day for these guys today to put this together. A big yay for the crew, by the way.
Yes.
An unbelievable day that they put in. It's just a big hooray for sure for them. And we have some shows coming up with Gregg too that'll be live also. So get all your questions together. You can reflect on anything you've done with comments that you might want to have about your performance. If you have some questions about them, we'll play them during some of your live shows coming up on
Please,
Drum
yeah.
Channel too. So we'll constantly be giving you as much feedback as we can. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you guys. I thank you so much. What a great evening this was.
Thank you,
Really
my friends.
great.
Yes.
See you next time on Drum Channel. Thank you guys.
How about Don Lombardi?
Hey,
And
thank
Gregg
you.
Hubbard.
Hi, I'm Don Lombardi, founder of DW.
Literally changed the face of drumming forever. And it's not just professional relationships. He's friends with these people, he has been for decades. So that kind of access to those relationships gives Drum Channel access that nobody else has.
Drum Channel is about education and entertainment. With over 2,000 lessons in the DC Academy and 400 original shows in DC Entertainment. When you become a member, you'll be instantly enrolled in the DC Academy, where your learning journey truly begins. And I'll be there to meet you to go over the 4 areas you'll learn in. They are the DC Method, Artisan Residence courses. That's Chad Wackerman, Thomas Lane, Gregg Bissonette, and Terry Bozzio. Also, we have micro courses on specific topics and the master classes from over 100 of the greatest instructors and teachers of today. The DC Academy has proven teaching methods used in universities for years. It's everything you need to know. You will learn how to play the drums, what to play, and why to play it. That's what really makes truly great drummers. Then there are play-alongs. I know that's the most fun. We have legendary original songs for you to play, plus over 100 more, all with drums hot and drumless tracks. And we're adding new ones all the time. Then DC Entertainment. That's a world of its own, where you're going to be hanging out with great drummers. There's the Chad Smith Show, Terry Bozzio Show, DC Live. There's great documentaries. And every week there's a new show with Thomas Lang, and a new podcast with Billy Amendola, and my Lombardi Live Show, and so much more. So if you want to improve your technique, add to your vocabulary, learn the Moeller method from the man who studied with Sanford Moeller, my dear friend Jimmy Chapin. You know, it just doesn't get better than that. And it truly doesn't get better than this. There's over 2,000 lessons, 400 shows. Just scroll down and see what awaits you. If you have any questions, you can always contact me at donlombardi@drumchannel.com. I truly hope you become a member. I know you will not regret it, and there's a 90-day money-back guarantee. I'm not here at Drum Channel to try and sell you something. I'm actually a horrible salesperson. I'm here to give you something. That's the whole idea of Drum Channel, to give you the best information from the best drummers that'll improve the quality of your life. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a journey that I think you're going to enjoy. Please join me and everybody here at Drum Channel. Let's check out right now what some of the members have to say.
Think about how much you spend on a cup of coffee. Imagine if you could take that money and have at your fingertips the wealth of knowledge from some of the most incredible drummers in the world.
You are totally into the drummer's world.
You get to see these drummers up close and see exactly what they're doing is absolutely incredible.
You won't be a better drummer just by watching it. You have to practice, but you can get the inspiration and they can show you the way. You don't need to make the mistakes they already did, all the teachers. So.
It just really opens the whole world of drumming in a different way.
Nowhere can you find the variety of drummers and musicians that you can on Drum Channel.
I think it's a very inspirational way for new drummers to learn. You can't get it anywhere else.
It's given us this chance. So thank you to Drum Channel.